Good morning students. Today we shall begin with a new lesson, India location of book number 2, chapter number 1. Now you must have studied about India in class 9 also. Its location, its size, everything we have studied. So this chapter will be dealing with the same topic which we have done in class 9 also, but a little extra. So as we already know that India extends from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. Now India's extent or the longitudinal extent and latitudinal extent of India is, the latitudinal extent is 37 degrees 6 minutes north to 8 degrees 4 minutes north. And from east it is 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east longitude. And as we all know that Tropic of Cancer divides India into two equal parts, and its degrees is 23.5 degree north. Okay. Now, standard meridian of India. Now, as we see that from 68 degree to 97 degrees, there are 29 almost longitudes coming up, and because of this extent, the longitudinal extent of India, this shows that from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat there is a 2 hours time lag. There is a 2 hours time difference. But why we have a standard time? So that the whole country will have a same time. It was thought that the same timing should be taken for the whole of the country. So at 82.5 degrees, 82 degree 30 minutes east longitude has been taken as our Indian standard time. So whatever time will be at 82 degree 30 minutes east will be taken as the standard time of India. Supposingly it is 9 a.m. at 82 degree 30 minutes east longitude, it will be shown as 9 o'clock or 9 a.m. in the whole of the country. Then if I say the mainland or the coastal area of India extends till further into the sea till 12 nautical miles. That is, from here it will be 12 nautical miles. It is around 90.2 kilometer in the sea. From the mainland, that is from the coast in the sea, 19.2 kilometer will be considered as the Indian coastal or territorial boundary. Then you can go, you can say that because there are many differences in the latitudinal zones. If you come to Kanyakumari, you have moderate type of climate, neither very hot, neither very cold. You extend up on the high northern side, then you will find somewhere extremes of climate, very cold, very hot on the western side. So all the longitudes are having different type of climatic zones, and that is why India comes into tropical and subtropical zones of the you can say of the country. Then comes your the size of the country. India is having area of 3.28 million square kilometer, which accounts for 2.4% of the world's total land. India's physical diversity is so much that we have the mountains in the north, the large rivers Ganga, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri. Then we have the hills in the northeast and South India and the vast expanse of the Marusthali. Then you have, because India is surrounded as a geographical entity, or it is termed as a geographical entity It is termed as a Indian subcontinent because we have the Himalayas, we have the northern plains, we have the Indian Ocean, we have the Purvanchal hills, that is the northeastern hills, and all these terms with the neighboring countries, Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, you can say Bangladesh, they all term up India as a subcontinent. Then India and its neighbors, India with its you can say these neighboring countries form a, you can say we have the two neighboring countries also down south. One is your Sri Lanka and one is your Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated by Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar, which is actually a biodiversity center. And there are, you can say there are many physical hindrances reaching these countries also. Somewhere you have the ocean, somewhere you have the mountains, somewhere you have the desert. So India is surrounded with lot of geographical, you can say geographical barriers. But that is why India is almost a safe country for living also. I hope this lesson is clear with you. For any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you.